So today really is a great day because this is the culmination of decades of work by Stephanie Jeter, by the community, really asking for what they wanted. I mean, look how beautiful Humboldt Parkway was historically. It was stunning. It was a glorious community where families could communicate to their neighbors, walk across the street, and you look today, it's divided by the highway, just divided straight in half, and it cut this community in half because at that era, they didn't care about low-income communities, they didn't care about black and brown communities, and they designed our infrastructure in this Robert Moses era to really undermine low-income communities and communities of color. And so this is the day that we are actually rectifying that wrong. And I really want to emphasize how important the community is. One of the first meetings I took when I became senator in 2009 was with Stephanie. And it was with many of these community members that are here today. And they showed me the plan of what this new reform would look like, what the community would look like. And it was the labor of love that Congressman Hickens has had from the very beginning. Crystal Peoples-Stokes, she said this was the one thing I want you to do for Buffalo when I didn't know much about Buffalo. So this has been a long journey. But I can tell you nothing gets done if you don't have the right people in the room. And that's why the people standing behind me are so essential. If this wasn't a priority by President Biden to really invest in infrastructure as one of his hallmark achievements, this wouldn't have happened. If he didn't put our Secretary Buttigieg in charge to make sure that these communities were made whole, it wouldn't happen. If we didn't have Senator Chuck Schumer as the majority leader, there's no way $55 million would be flowing to this community. No way. If we didn't have our mayor, who has constantly been looking out for this community to say, we need resources here, it wouldn't happen. If our county executive, Mark Poloncarz, didn't care about making this community revived and creating a growing economy, it wouldn't happen. So this is something that is a testament to the people that are here and all the people who have fought for decades before any of us even knew about it. So I want to thank you for that. This legislation and this grant is something that will create jobs. The provision that I worked on so hard was build local, hire local, that if you are going to take these large infrastructure projects, that the people who need to be hired are the local people, that they need to get the job training to become part of the building construction trades, to become part of the workforce that gets to do these great projects of national significance, and that provision got included. We wanted to make sure that this kind of project would be important to the White House. We brought Mitch Landrieu here just a few months ago so he could see how big and how incredible this would be for the community and how it would be transformed. And so all the work that so many people have put in is why this is coming today. And so I just want to introduce our majority leader now, who I can't tell you what a difference he's made for the country, post-COVID, bringing resources everywhere that needed it, how much work he did on a bipartisan basis to find that common ground with Republicans on the big infrastructure bill, on the CHIPS Act bill, on our reforming gun violence bill. All of those things would never have happened without Chuck Schumer. And he is someone who just loves Buffalo, loves this community, and goes the extra mile every single day to make a difference.